Royal Palm Beach Strikers monthly board meeting, March 19th, 2019.
Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Alrighty, call to order, 6:37 PM. Roll call, Fernando Casale.
Here.
Sean O'Connor.
Here.
Amy Santiago.
Here.
And missing are Corinne Corbacero and Sue Palma, and we're still waiting village liaison Cheryl Sawyer. Reading and approval of previous month's minutes.
I sent them out last January. I typed them up that night. We all got them.
And everybody had a chance to look them over. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion to approve the last minutes provided by Sean,
Now, what month was that, Sean?
January.
January.
For January's minutes. So all in favor of approving the previously submitted minutes for January?
Yes.
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 Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay, January's minutes will be approved and accepted. President's report. Spring season's registration is finally closed at 5:22, which is outstanding considering we also created a competitive team between the two seasons. So awesome job.
Just,
Awesome job.
I went back and looked on the website today, as far back as I could go was 2010. And between the spring, which was 506, and this season, plus competitive is 1167, which is the most we've had
Awesome.
this decade anyway. And I can't go back further because it's just not on computers.
Awesome, and hopefully we continue to keep heading in the right direction with that. Treasurer's report, Amy.
Okay. So since there was no meeting last month, we're going to do January and February. And so recreational checking, the ending balance for January was $37,778.93. For the savings was $30,145.26. And then that went into February with an ending balance for the checking of $44,104.92, and the savings $30,146.65.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to accept January's treasurer's report with an ending balance of the checking account at $37,778.93. The recreational savings account balance ended in January at $30,145.26.
All in favor to accept?
Yes.
Somebody make a motion, please, for that? Oh, you just
I
said?
second that.
I motion to accept.
Okay, motion approved, accepted and approved for January's recreation program.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion for the February account, the recreational savings for February, the checking account for February, ending balance $44,104.92, and the savings account for the recreation is $30,146.65.
I second that.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? All right, accepted and approved will be February's treasurer's report for February for the recreation program. DOC report, nothing to say. Registrar referee report, Shinoy is not with us at this moment, so we'll move to open comments from membership. Any comments?
Can I, real quick, I want to talk about the U19s. There's been a
That's
lot,
coming.
It's in the bottom.
not the referees though.
Oh, all right.
About what to do with U19s. I looked at it this afternoon, and there's been talk about what to do. There's only 29 kids in the U19 program this season. Okay, if we take this year and move it to next year, we're only losing 4 U19 players, which means we'll have 25 coming back if we bring them all back.
Right.
Moving up from U16 will be 16 players.
Okay,
So that brings us up to 41.
all right.
All right, and just take it a little further then, if you look at U16 right now has 51, they're losing the 16, which brings them down to 35, and we've got 35 U14s moving up, which will bring that to 70.
Wow.
So I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, but I think staying the course is the way to go.
All right.
Okay, but we gotta
Man,
talk to
did
the
you have
kids.
time on your hands or something?
Did a lot of running to the hospital the last 2 days, trust me.
Oh, man.
All righty, so we'll continue with that ship then.
Well, it's something to think about, just because we're gonna have to make a decision by the end of the year what we wanna do. But I think if we talk it up with the kids, because I was talking to a couple of the U16s, and they're going, oh, I don't wanna do that. And I'm like, no, if you guys all come up, now we have a number. Next year you'll have, if we have 40 kids there, you can play, well, not 10 because you need sub, but 9v9.
Yeah.
Ideally, we'd like full side, of course.
Well, yeah, but I think in a couple of years we can get to that.
All right.
Yeah, if we keep it, yeah, because right now the 4v4 is just,
Well, yeah, they're not showing up, and I get that, and that's why we
Hard.
went to the U16. Okay,
Hard.
thank you.
All righty, unfinished business, unauthorized field usage. I've been speaking to the village regarding the issues we've been having regarding the unauthorized use of the fields. The village has assisted and helped taking care of that problem, at least the one that we were having at Cats. Hopefully that stays resolved. And I would encourage everybody that's out there, whether it's at Cats or Seminole, if there are people on the fields that shouldn't be there, please make me aware of that so that we can contact the village and have the people removed from the field. And a reminder, we are permitted for Cats Field for Monday through Friday, what is it, 5:30 to 9:30, whatever it is. So theoretically, anybody not in our program shouldn't be out there. We are permitted. We in a sense, are paying for the fields. Whatever's incorporated within the registration fees or whatever. Nobody else should be out there. So we do have the right, so to speak, to ask people not to be out there.
We gotta start kicking middle school off at 5:31.
Alrighty, Palm Beach Soccer League tournament status. We will not be hosting that tournament. They are gonna try to do that over in Delray this year. They're talking about giving other clubs the opportunity to do a little something on their own, spread the wealth, so to speak. So that ship has sailed for this year at least. New business, U19 referees. With the U19 program being small-sided, was it 4v4 or 5v5, whatever it is?
It's supposed to be 6v6.
6v6.
Or seven, every
But
team
so
has 7
far-
to 8 players.
We currently have 3 ref system out there. There's been talk of reducing the referees to save the program some money. I don't believe one referee. I don't believe one referee is sufficient enough. I think 2 would be better. While at the same time it would be helping us save some money. I don't know if that's something that everybody would like to talk about and
Well, Amy
discuss.
contacted Shinoy.
yeah. Did you see the email? Basically, you can either schedule the refs in a 1 or 3. We can't do the 2, although like you said, I think 2 would be fine to try to save money, but it sounds like he can't really do that.
Okay, and
Did he
I'll
say it was a
talk to
rule? I don't
Shino.
remember.
No, not a rule. He said that, it might be a liability issue, and if the board signs off on the liability issue, then
I
that's
don't want
that's
to sign
another
off on
thing.
a liability issue.
I'm just not sure, and I'll talk to Shinoy regarding this. I'm not sure then why, there are times when in competitive games that we are only playing with 2 referees when a referee doesn't show up, and then they have to get like a
Club line.
club linesman or something like that. So I don't know why we wouldn't be able to do the same thing here. You have 2 referees and you have a club linesman. You have a parent wave the flag if it goes out of bounds. Something. And,
I don't
maybe that makes us cheaper looking, I guess. I don't know, but it just seems like an awful lot. But we'll talk to Shinoy about that, and if we continue to grow and we stay with the same format for next season, this won't even be an issue anyways. It'll be back to 3 if we do decide to change it. Moving on, social media. I was thinking of, finding somebody, and possibly giving them the responsibility of, being in charge of all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever else is out there, just to promote and market the club, our programs, our activities. Maybe at first do like a trial basis, see how it's working out, and then maybe there's something that we can incorporate into a very small stipend position. One of our coaches right now that is big with the photography is very good at this, and he volunteered to kind of take control of that area. I think he'd like some funding though, but that's something that I'd like to see first before we discuss any type of funding.
It's funny, because I had a comment on Saturday with the rain. Our website said the fields were open for February 15th on Saturday, so it's like,
March 9th, actually.
it was a March 9th, okay,
Because
it wasn't the right day.
And the reason I know it's March 9th is because on March 9th, I went and I changed the field status to what it was.
Which also with that too, I don't know, somebody was like, oh, I couldn't get a hold of the game schedule and whatever. You can't go to the menu and hit the schedule and go to the game schedule. It won't take you. You have to do it on the main menu page, like if you're trying on your phone. So that's another thing too.
Alrighty.
And for advertise, like, I don't know, you're stuck in social media advertising or something, especially for even the older ones, maybe we want to do some flyers again, possibly. I don't know if we want to think about that.
Yeah, well, the flyers, we'll definitely do the flyers. That's an annual thing we do, or biannual thing we do anyways. Moving forward, summer camp. Want to do something a little different. I want to get everybody's input here. I think it's what is best for the club, and it's a good opportunity for, again, from the financial standpoint and for from an operational standpoint. The summer camp that we normally hold over here, I actually suggested it today to our camp folks, stating that we may not do it this year, and what I'd like to do instead is do it internally, so that the coaches in our program can run the camps, and then this might be another additional way of financing our competitive coaches. If they're involved in that and they want to participate in something like that, it might be some additional income for them. I think we have qualified people here that could do that, and probably more reasonably priced, and it is what it is on that. So that's something, let's think about that. And I've already got a couple of things in motion, for something like that, if the board feels that that's the direction we'd like to go in.
Yeah, we need more, more information, but yeah, that sounds fine. I mean, I could care less who runs the camp,
Yeah, because honestly, right now, the price for the camp, there's no way I'm sending my kids.
It's a dying thing anyway.
It's a dying thing because I believe that the program has actually outgrown the camp. And I believe the way that they do it, not a fan of it in how it is broken. It's not broken up. Ideally, it should be 1 week, like U9 to U12 or something, and another week maybe like U13 and above, something to that extent, so that it's more geared for age-appropriate training.
Look at getting permission to use the fields for 2 weeks, because they usually only give us one.
All right. So
Because we compete with their camps.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll see what's going on with all of that. But if you all think that's a good idea,
It's a good idea to look into it, sure, investigate it. Come
Also-
back to us in a month with a report.
All right. Also, Friday night training. I'm thinking of doing something Friday night training. Again, another possible
We did
benefit.
that, we did that years ago. We did it two different ways.
Yeah.
We did it for free when you and I were involved, but even before us, they charged $5.
Bucks, and they had pizza and all that stuff. I remember
But we're going back
yeah,
10
yeah.
more years ago, more than 10 years ago.
But I'd like to go back to something like that. And again, having our competitive coaches, and also we can get some of our recreation coaches involved in that. Great way to be able to evaluate kids in our rec program, while also exposing them to some different levels
Really
of
good training for some of the coaches.
Yeah.
To
Well,
learn,
and
to,
that's
to,
why-
to
and that's
run
why
the
I'm
drills
thinking-
alongside with the competitive coach. That would be great.
Correct.
That's a twofer.
So I'm just thinking if we get the coaches more involved, and if the coaches are more involved, then I could possibly justify doing more for the coaches. But at this stage, it is what it is, so I'm tempting to do whatever I can.
Yep.
Speaking of the training too, who's doing the goalkeeper training? I mean, supposedly there's somebody out there doing stuff,
From
whatever
6
nights.
to 7:30, Tuesday and Wednesday. Coach around
Which field?
at Cats, in between 7 and 6.
By the sidewalk there.
By the.
At the end of field 5.
Or by 5, yeah.
Yeah, at the
In
end of
between,
field.
like in between 5 and 6 technically, but more over on 5.
Yeah.
On the side of the field, it's not actually on the field.
That empty space at the end of 5.
There's space before you get to the sidewalks and all that, and he uses that area, and he's out there every Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Okay.
And the competitive coaches have been instructed that they're there to send at least one player from their team on either one or both of those nights. I know last year we also had the recreation kids benefiting from that too. We can incorporate that into it possibly next year again, where we have a recreation goalkeeping night possibly, and a competitive, or maybe even do it, an hour for each on Tuesday and Thursday. So that's something that we'll have to, plan according to what we have field-wise. Recreation adjournment.
Motion to adjourn the recreation meeting at 6:50?
All in favor? Any
Yes.
opposed? All righty, 6:50 recreation portion of the board meeting is adjourned. Call to order the competitive program at 6:50. President's report, nothing to report. Treasurer's report, Amy?
Okay, so again, 2 months' worth. Competitive checking ended January at 36,319.89. The savings ended at $10,012.79. The stipends ended at $11,724 even. For February, competitive checking ended at $33,563.59. The savings end at $10,013.25, and the stipends end at $10,724 even.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to accept January's treasurer's report for competitive. The ending balance for the checking account, $36,319.89. The savings account ended at $10,012.79, and the stipend account ended $11,724.00.
I second that.
All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Okay, now I'd like to make a motion to accept the treasurer's report for February with the competitive checking account ending the month at $33,563.59. The competitive savings account ending $10,013.25. And the, Earl Stewart, and the stipend account ending at $10,724.00.
I second that.
All in favor?
Yep.
Yes.
Any opposed?
Nope.
Alrighty, both the competitive savings and checking accounts
And stipend.
and stipend accounts for the months of January and February are both accepted and approved. Open comments from membership. Alrighty, unfinished business. U9 boys team, we've created a U9 boys team from in between the two rec seasons, at least letting them practice out there and, seeing if that's something that we can play with next season.
Are they playing it out?
Outstanding balances, we need to get that list ready, and I found out today that the not in good standing process, players must be put into bad standing no later than May 24th at 5 p.m. That's when the link becomes disabled at 5 p.m., so it must be done prior to that.
Which means we need to know how much does somebody owe, we need to send a letter or an email, like get that form.
Like
thing
probably
going.
10 days in advance.
I thought it was like a month in advance, you have to do it, you have to
Even,
give them
okay,
a
so
month.
by May 1st, we've got to send all that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'd say May
Or even
1st, we start the
sooner,
process,
yeah.
just to get it rolling.
Add it to my bucket list, I mean, my to-do list.
New business for the competitive 2019-2020 coaching process for hiring and appointment that is in the process now. I'm currently in the process of doing coaches evaluations and going over stipends and every other thing that I'm trying to do to retain coaches and to make our program as strong as possible so that we can grow in that area. Seminole usage, as of yesterday, Field 9 at Seminole is available to us on Wednesdays from 6 to 9. So that means on Wednesdays, we no longer have to have teams coming over to Cats to practice. So our Monday, Wednesday teams will now be able to practice from 6 to 9, or at least we'll have the fields available on Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 9. Hopefully, the same can occur with Tuesdays and Thursdays. That would make life so much easier if, especially for next season, that we'd be able to have Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9 at Seminole. That would help us out tremendously. Does anybody else have anything else to add regarding anything in the competitive program?
Schedule for the competitive?
Go ahead, put something together, send it over to me.
I can send it to
Send
you
it
and you
over to
approve
me.
it and
We'll see what we can, let's see what we can do with that. Anything else?
we know, are we planning to make a tournament for the little divisions? Like a 9 to 12?
That's the
No, we're not doing that.
one. We're not gonna do it this year.
They're going to Delray this year.
No, we're talking about tournament, because this is, what you say is Spanish League.
That's what, but no, without that, that kind of was gonna be our tournament.
Okay.
And it just kind of got a little too, everything was kind of a mess.
That's something we can plan for future?
Hopefully,
Well, if we're going to do one, then we have to have a committee that starts like
now.
over the summer.
Yeah,
And the committee's not the board members.
yeah,
you know what I
no,
mean? So,
definitely not.
okay, motion to adjourn?
Well, hold on, not yet, hold on, let's just,
Oh, I do, oh,
Let's
good.
get
No,
some-
I got one thing.
let's hold on for a second. All righty.
Hi, Cheryl.
Cheryl Sawyer, Village Liaison, is present.
Do you have anything for us? Because we're about to be done. Yeah,
That was a quick one, huh?
yeah.
Oh, boy,
I-
this is going off topic.
I can give you a couple of
was-
checks too.
Somebody was also, the Saturday, saying that the girls' bathroom, again, they're just saying it's just so out of date. Not just the plumbing, but even the mirrors, you can't even see out of the mirrors, and it's so out of date and obsolete looking in there. That's,
I've seen on the capital improvement projects where they have that listed, because I had tried to get a hold of you, but I got a hold of Sean first, And he had listed that as one of the first
Right,
priorities.
good.
Yep.
And then, are you all still planning the tournament?
No, we just,
No, we just put that on the record now. That's fallen through.
Okay.
So that's nothing to.
one other thing that I do want to bring up for the village is, and I asked this a long time ago and nothing ever happened, we don't have a physical address anywhere at the field. And you have hundreds of people at the field every night, and if anybody needs 911, they honestly don't know where they're at. And it used to be Cats Field, then it was Preservation Park, now it's back to Cat Soccer Park. And again, there's nowhere, anywhere where the physical address is posted. It should be on the building, at least on the sign out front. I mean, I can tell you how long ago I asked for this, is when Sam had his episode at the field and nobody knew how to, and Sam's been gone for 3 years, so.
Maybe something in the front and in the building.
Well, it would be ideal both, yeah, if they could post it on the side of the building.
On North Park Road, and then again on the building?
Well, just in the park, like where it says
something.
Cat Soccer Complex, and then the actual street address underneath it, and then probably on the concession stand, because people will just at least
Yeah,
look to
something
it.
happen, you go to the concession and you can see the
Right.
address.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, but ideally that sign, just a little
both
something
of them. I
underneath
mean-
it before you enter the complex even would be nice.
more is better.
I told you that. I had no idea about the address.
Right, yeah.
Currently, everybody just uses 100 Sweet Bay Lane, which is
The rec
actual
center.
rec center. So
I think we're 170, actually.
I thought we were too, but then I've heard other people saying, no, it's 100, look, and so different things say
Right.
different things.
Whichever it is.
Seen 170, and was it Park?
No, it's Sweet Bay Lane.
Yeah,
They still call it Sweet Bay Lane?
That is, yes, as far as that, yes.
right.
Better, because that's the address I give everybody when-
Yeah.
when they text me for their
Right.
GPS.
Yeah,
Yeah, when they're turning off of Sparrow, it makes sense when you're giving directions. But I think it does actually change names.
well, if you come from Southern,
Exactly,
other
if you're
entrance
coming
is
from the
Park.
other
It's
direction.
Park
It's
North.
Park Road to Sweet Bay Lane.
Which makes it, when you think about it, even more confusing.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So right at the parking lot, it switches from Park to Sweet Bay, basically.
That's correct.
Right at the entrance, right,
In the corner,
no, right at the entrance,
So
right
the-
at the entrance
so
to the
the
fields
southern-
is where you go this way,
Okay.
it's Park, you go this way, it's Sweet Bay.
If we could get that fixed.
one each side.
You mean I've been going to the wrong place for the last 19 years? Are you kidding me?
yep.
God.
We will look into that.
Thank
and I think that's a very good idea.
I mean, we literally, and we went over the numbers earlier. We have 522 kids in the program this season, and that's not, and then another 138 in competitive. That's a lot of people going to those fields during the week, and God forbid we do need 911, and one of us isn't around to tell them.
Well, it already happened with the middle school.
Oh, that happened with the middle school?
Yeah, Karina, she broke her ankle,
Um,
and the paramedics came and.
Come up to the microphone. Come up to the microphone. Thought you were going to get away with it.
It happened at the middle school at Crestwood. We use your fields.
Yes.
And she fell on the field in one of the sprinkler holes because the fields are, after everybody's on them, the fields are really bad once the mowers go through them. And one of the sprinkler holes on field 8, the far field,
When
wasn't
did
filled
this
in.
happen?
A month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago.
About a month ago?
The accident reports at the school office. I think it was sent to Rob,
that's good.
to the village as well.
And that was Field 8.
7.
No, 8.
8?
We play on 8. Yeah. And the paramedics said that they should have came the other way, but there was no address. But somebody had to go out and meet them out at the rec center to direct them back to the actual fields because there was no address.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Well, we've mentioned that too before, of having like just a couple little signs saying soccer fields this way or something as well. I don't know if that's something that could be added either.
Soccer field sign with an arrow.
Yeah.
We'll put in those requests.
Yeah, because we could have that sign now in both of the streets.
Right.
One in the rec and one in the other side
Mm-hmm.
before you go into the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's just a little Cat Soccer Complex, just with an arrow. One at Park and Southern, no, I'm sorry, Park and Crestwood, and the other at, why am I not?
Park Road and Sweet Bay Lane.
Not Park, the other side, the regular side.
What is the neighborhood?
On,
Sparrow?
Sparrow and,
Oh.
Sweet Bay Lane. So the Sparrow, Sweet Bay entrance and the Park
Road and Park Road and, yes, okay.
Crestwood entrance.
Is that it?
Got that noted.
Motion to adjourn at 7:03 PM.
Second that?
All in favor?